Okay, so here's a little video we did of our one-day camping trip, kind of an impromptu last-minute thing. And you're going to hear a lot, hey, it was only a one-day trip, we need 2 vehicles. It's not entirely the case. Thinking back now, really all we would need for more than what we did was more food. We had enough clothing. Obviously, we had everything we needed for sleep and water. We only ended up using about half of our water source in terms of our wash water, and maybe 40% used of our drinking water. We brought it all home. So in reality, we just need more food to add an extra day, or maybe even 2 days, depending on how long you want to last out there. I also didn't use the Princey roof rack at all for anything. And unless I'm going to bring kayaks, I could have added stuff to that and saved some of the room in the back. So keep that in mind. You can last longer as long as you bring more food, or maybe organize just a little bit better with what you have. I have plenty of rack space. I actually have plenty of space on the packs rack too that I'm not actually using and that I could use. I could get more roto packs for water instead of the jugs that I put on top of the Truckvault. I could have put some of the other stuff on storage on top of the Princey rack instead of in the back, which would give me a lot more room in the back to bring a second fridge or a second cooler or whatever the case may be to increase food intake and allowing you to stay on your camping trip longer. So hopefully you enjoyed the one-day trip that we did. I did get annihilated by allergies, and yeah, I came home a little earlier than I wanted to. I'm planning on doing a little bit of exploring on the following day, following our night there, but I just ended up coming home. And so hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully it gives you some things that you can go get and make your camping trip a little bit better. Well, here we are. We're camping with 5 people and 1 dog, and we're doing it off of Tacoma. We're only doing 1 night because I really don't think we can bring enough food. If you see how much we packed, you'll understand that we like convenience, and we just don't have enough room in a Tacoma. So let's give you a tour of kind of what we have set up and what we're using to cook, what we have for chairs, and yeah, just give you an idea of how we made it work. All right, so this is where the girls are gonna sleep. I have a 10-year-old, a 3-year-old, and my wife, and actually the dog, which is a boy, are all gonna sleep in this. It is a 3-person Gazelle hub tent. It sets up in like, I don't know, 60 seconds. Put the rain fly on because it's probably going to be a little bit cold tonight. So that's one setup right there. As you can see, the setup, it's really close to everything else. But yeah, Gazelle tent, awesome tent. Takes a little bit more room than most things. Sorry guys, it's a little windy. But yeah, it's awesome tent, awesome ground tent if that's what you're looking to do. Unfortunately, we don't have enough big enough ground tent or rooftop tent to fit us all, so we had to do a ground tent as well. Chairs just to keep it light for the 2 adults. Cascade, we got these at Costco. CASCADE, super light and compact. They go in a super small bag. They hold up to 300 pounds or 260 pounds or something. I don't know. I'm 235, so I fit in it. It's a little wobbly, but you can tell it's pretty strong. We got 2 of those for the adults, and then we got a bunch of little kids chairs. Those all fit in 1 tub, so that's pretty ideal for that. We actually set up, we put all the bags, the chair bags, and all the tent bags, and etc., all in this, hanging off the bottom of the rooftop tent. Just makes it easy to store everything that we're going to need to put away later. For water, we did these containers. We bought them at Cabela's, I think, or no, maybe Bass Pro Shop. $19.99, super simple. They're actually 7 gallon. We did 1 tap water, 1 drinking water. So we actually brought 14 gallons of water, which is pretty awesome. Super easy. That turns inside out, so you can store it. And we just use 3 containers that we use to bring sleeping bags and blankets. I stack those up and just put that on top. This is actually the wash. This is the tap water. That's for the dog and for washing our hands. My wife set up this awesome, she shaved off pieces of soap, and then each little piece can wash your hands one time, which is cool. And then sanitizer. That's an Alpha Outpost shovel that we don't really need it, but my daughter likes to play with that right now. This is where me and my son will be sleeping. This is a Tepui. It's a Tepui 2-person tent. It's a little tight for 2 large adults, but I think my son and I, who's 5, will be just fine in there. No big deal. I'm gonna zoom out here. You can check it out. Not bad. It's a 4-season tent, so it should be keeping us. It's a 4-season tent, so it should be keeping us pretty warm tonight. I don't know why not. So over here that's our water. That's our drinking water. It's another 7 gallon, just like the one over there for washing up. Obviously, I have the Truckvault. Stored a lot of the stuff that we brought until my fridge gets in. I have a Snomaster, which is a great fridge, but unless I brought a second vehicle, which we might do next time if we stay more than 1 day, we really can't fit it in here. The distance between the top of the Truckvault and the bottom of the PAX racks is 16.5 inches, and 17 inches, and the Snomaster is 18.5 inches. So the Snomaster will have to go in the SUV when we come next time. If we stay more than 1 day, we're gonna have to bring a second vehicle or a bigger vehicle. So you got a Dometic coming that's 16.5 inches and fits perfectly from in between the top of the Truckvault and the bottom of the PAX racks, which is the rack system that the Tepui is sitting on. It's a 15-inch rack system, so it gives me 17 inches of space, which was plenty of space to put all the tubs and this igloo I bought for $19.99 at Bass Pro Shop. Our cooking surface for this one trip, this was like $49 or $59, super cheap, and it's a 2-burner Bass Pro Shop stove, super cheap, and it takes those little 1 gallons, which I actually bought a nozzle that I can refill those 1 gallons off my barbecue grill at my house in my backyard, so I can actually reuse those 1 gallons, which is awesome. And then last thing, but not least, obviously, when you have girls, they actually want a toilet. So we got a little toilet that holds up to supposedly 300 pounds. We got some toilet bags that make water into solid, and then this nice Standsport bathroom, whatever you want to call it. That was like $50. Toilet was like $50. So you got a full bathroom out here for $100, which isn't too bad when you want a little privacy to do your business. Okay, so that's it, man. That's our campsite. It's a 1-night campsite, no big deal. We brought tons of stuff, man. The truck was way down. Suspension did great. ADS suspension, the Deaver leaf pack in the back, heaviest one you can get without putting a leaf pack in it, or add a leaf in it. It's the heaviest one, and it did really well. I mean, the Truckvaults were packed. On top of the Truckvault was packed. The Tepui tent actually had stuff in it as well, crammed in there with, you know, a 0-degree sleeping bag and some pillows. So it did really well. So I don't know what kind of gas mileage we're getting in Tacoma with 5 humans and a dog full of gear for 1 day, but yeah, did pretty good. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, appreciate it. Good to get out of town.